Hello guys and welcome to this Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm gonna talk about the best nukers in the game and especially AoE nukers. There are three types of nukers. There are attack based, defense based, and HP based. So actually in Demon Spawn there are some of the best nukers in the entire game actually. So let's start with attack-based champions. Well, okay, how do they work? Well, it's pretty simple. Their damage is based on their attack. All right, pretty simple. Canarfon, one of the best ones in the game. Anithi, legendary attack-based champion. Bad multipliers, sadly. And there's Drextharr. He's defense-based, and Magnarr. Let me show them. I actually have them. Drextharr, I haven't built him as a nuker, but as you see, he has high base defense, and his damage scales with defense here. As you see, damage based on defense. And Drextharr, you can get in the Bazaar, I think, yeah. And he is one of the better defense nukers in the entire game. His multiplier on this ability is actually insane. And the best health nuker in the entire game, by far actually, is Magnarr, an epic champion. An epic champion. Also in the Demon Spawn. And that is this ability here. This is based on based on health. Attack all enemies, place an extra hit on enemies without HP burn. So this hit 2 times, pretty strong, and yeah. So what was gonna say? Yeah, there are some pros and cons to all these different types, alright? Attack based. They usually do the most damage in the game, but they are attack based, so that means their defense and health is probably quite low and their survivability is low. A defense based champion, pretty survivable, you would say. Because they're defense based, and defense reduces your damage taken, so they would naturally be tanky. But as attack based champions, they need these defense based champions need defense up to have their damage increased a lot. And that means attack based champions and defense champions can also have the debuff decrease defense and decrease attack, so their damage would be halved basically. So that's one special thing, and that's where HP-based nukers really shine, alright? There is no such thing as health up to increase the damage, but again, there's no such thing as HP down, so their damage will always be consistent, alright? So yeah, health HP champions build over high health, crit damage, same as with defense. Defense, speed, crit damage. Attack-based champions, attack, speed, crit damage, right? Yeah, I will show you my different nukers. I have a couple. This is my PvE nuker because she blows poisons. Brogdy, you might see, he actually have pretty good multipliers, but his base attack is incredibly low. So his damage output is not actually that good. Okay, my main nuker is my Ray, alright? Recently I put her in Savage, because that is the strongest against enemies with 4k defense. So let me show her. She has 5k attack, 283 crit damage. I also use Yannicka. I put her in a Swift Parry. I think she is the best Swift Parry candidate on my team. I'll show you why in a moment. I have one champion, defense-based champion, that is kind of damage built, but it's built for clan boss, so I will show this pretty soon. And my Skull Crown also built pretty decently in actually immunity set. So let me show you. the difference between HP-based champions and defense-based champions and things like that. This is my main team, so I will attack these guys. These are no negative affinity. So, the main thing you want, attack up, then I want to CC the enemy, and if possible, decrease defense, and nuke. And you're dead, right? But as against this one, okay, you see they have a counterphone, but my ray is weak affinity to counterphone, so therefore you would want a green affinity nuker against this team actually. So we can either use Yannicka or Magnarr. So let's try to use Magnarr here. He's an HP based nuker. Okay, he's real slow though, so he might get lapped here. Okay, I can double boost. This is fine. Okay, now let's try this. They all have decreased defense. Boom, boom. Yeah, they're still dead. Even though there's no health up. Health-based user champion is still pretty good. Okay, let's try against these ones. Let's try with my Martyr. I have her in a team, right? Yeah, this one. Yeah, here I use double booster into decrease defense than this. This is not speed tuned at all, so but I wanted a increased defense, right? Because increased defense gives 60%, so that's a huge damage boost for a defense-based nuker. That's really, really important. As you see here, increased defense. Debuff them. Hopefully we will not get cut in. Okay, this is not optimal because she's not speed tuned for this. So let's try. Boom. I think I didn't crit because I only have 85% chance to crit. Unlucky, but she's defense based, so she might survive. She did survive. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. This would be a lot easier if I actually tuned my team, but that's alright. Now we will counterattack them. Counterattack. Okay, this is actually going decent now. If we get their nuke down, this will be a win. And actually, Martyr has pretty decent defense multipliers. Even her A1 is pretty strong. Now she had decreased defense, so bad example right there. But okay, let's just try to win this one quickly. I don't want to jump out. I want to show you how it would work. Yeah, she's gonna revive whatever, blah blah blah. But again, if this is properly built, then it could work. And she's a red affinity as well. And if you use Drextharr, if you have it built with damage, that will be the optimal nuker, okay? So, okay, let's try Yannicka against this. Because she has green affinity against a counterphone. So let's try this. Increase attack, CC, decrease defense. Okay, we want to first off kill their reviver. That's the most important thing. So let's one-shot that one. Then, yeah, wipe them off. What could have happened here is that counterphone would have swift parry. Usually people build the counterphone with swift parry. So she might have survived, then counterattacked Yannicka, possibly kind of killed her, but then maybe her swift parry would have procced. So that's why swift parry is strong. Okay, how to build? Yeah, that's the right. I went over it a little bit. A tech-based nuker, you would want to build, if you have the gear for it, build them in Savage. That is a huge damage boost. So, and if you are have a good enough gear, then crit damage gloves is by far the best damage option. And if you have insane gear, then attack percentage boots would be the best. How do I build my champions? Well, not recently, but I have used a tool called Hell Hades, the raid optimizer. Okay, I will show you how to use this. This is a insane tool, really, really good. How to increase the damage by insane amounts. Literally how to get the best damage out of your gear. Let me show the screen. Like that. Then I will. Here we go. Okay, here I have my Herndeg. Okay. You have to log in, download the Extractor thing, this random thing. And here's Herndeg. Okay, how do you optimize? Okay, you will put your champions at max level because you want them to be at max level. You will put this on damage and optimize with 4K defense. I use GPU optimized. Okay, what speed do I want him? I'm gonna use him in PvE content, so I will want him to have at least 200 speed. And a nuker would always want 100% crit rate, okay? Pretty important. And maybe sometimes he has pretty good debuffs, so maybe you want about 200, a little bit over 200 accuracy to land all the debuffs in level 20 to 25 dungeons. Okay, let's see. Do we have any sets? I have an immunity. Yeah, that's right. Let's try. Immunity would be pretty good on him. I think that scales pretty good. I don't have the best immunity gear, but let's see what we can have here. I've locked my other champions so they won't steal gear from other champions. Let's take a look. Crit damage, speed, crit rate, crit damage, speed, crit rate, crit damage. Only crit rate, but that's like 31. Wow, that's an insane one. Speed boots, yeah, that's because my gear isn't insanely good. And attack percentage with crit rate, crit damage. Oddly enough, I don't have any good attack banners, so this is apparently the best one with accuracy. Crit damage and attack with attack percentage substats. So, this will be my best possible immunity damage gear that I have available. Now, another thing. Yeah, this is how you build your best nuker. And, okay. Arena calculator. This is the second and last tool I will show you. This is how to speed tune your team. Like, if you have the best nuker in the world, you will still lose if you don't have the correct arena setup. So, what champion are we going to use? We are going to use Arbiter. She is a mission reward, and most people have her. And Arbiter should be our lead. You would put all your best speed gear on Arbiter. I've done that as well. So, my Arbiter is at 356 speed. This is really high speed, but again, that also increases my required speed on my other champions. Arbiter, 350, I think it was that. Then, our second champion, I use Magnarr. So, let's try Prince Magnarr. I will show a couple of different setups here. Magnarr, you are going to use a 3. Then, Madame, Ceres, and Ray. Now, okay, we don't really want to put these in here because Prince Magnarr is going to CC them, so it doesn't matter. It almost doesn't matter their speed here. So our Prince Magnarr has to be at least 270 speed. And what's my Magnarr at? What is my Magnarr at? 271. Perfect. Perfectly tuned. So that means if my Arbiter goes and their enemy arbiter is at 353 speed. Literally 1 speed slower. I will not get cut in on, and my Prince Kaimar will go before their booster. And of course, we want a booster to be the fastest one. One with a 30% increased turn meter boost. You do want Madame to go first and your nuker to go second. You don't really want your nuker to be slower than 170 speed. Probably you want to reach somewhere around 200 speed, so that is still useful in dungeons. Okay, the other type setup is double booster. Doom Screech is what I used. There are a couple of different people you can use here, but this is the one I prefer to use because this is a good setup with defense-based nuker like Martyr, Drextharr, people like that. Doom Screech. Okay, now we want a Madame to boost that damage. She will remove their buffs and decrease their defense. Then let's do Drextharr. Yeah. Again, I guess that's his main. As you see, my arbiter is pretty fast, right? So our Doom Screech would be 272 speed, a little bit faster than our Kaimar. He does 30% boost, but what does that only do? That basically only boosts these guys' turn meter, so they will need to be 235 speed. All right, that is pretty fast, and that's the weakness with a double booster, because your secondary champions will have to be really fast. What you can do, if you have a attack-based champion here, you can use someone like what's her name again? Sylar. I haven't ever. Sylar. So she needs accuracy. Okay, let me see what does she do. Okay, she places decreased speed on the enemy team and decrease their turn meter by 40%. So, as you see here, now we only need 214 speed. This is a lot more manageable, alright? But again, the weakness here is she might not place decreased speed on champions with immunity set. So, again, let's go back to Doom Screech and pretend we only have it's a little bit more free-to-play friendly. I am free-to-play, but I've played forever. So let's say 320 speed. Now, he's going to use the A2. Boom. And now, basically the same speed. If you have a slower booster, it's still a lot more manageable to build with a double boost team. Okay, pretty good. And if you use someone like Dysandra, then we need even slower speed, I think. Yeah, look at this. Dysandra is the speed queen. Holy moly, that is insane. Where is she? I think she is here. Yep, that's right. This ability increases your speed, fills turn meter on your champions, and decreases the enemy's turn meter. So it's humongous turn meter swinging right there. Insane. So then you can have a really slow nuker as well. And the slower your nuker are, the more damage they probably will do. Then you can have attack percentage boosts or defense percentage boosts on the defense-based champion. Things like that. Hopefully I went through everything here. And I didn't want to talk about single target nukers because in most cases people don't want to use that. Because I can show you. My design is decently built, I think. So let's take a look here. Okay, let's go against these. Okay, maybe these ones. Where's my little Missani? Do you have any build with her? No, okay. So you use Arbiter Where the hell is she? There, Arbiter, Little Misani, Magnarr, and a Madame. Usual setup. No, this is the wrong team. Frick. Let's try to equip the team this time. Start. No, I didn't start auto. So, boost. Sleep. As usual. Debuff. Okay, who do we want to target first? Probably their reviver, I think. Boom, dead. Now boost. Reset. Boom. Boom. Who do we want to kill now? Probably the nuker. Boom. Okay, now the enemies are going to take turns. And now you have a chance to lose here. If he was built with damage, then you could be in trouble. So single target nukers are really slow, and if you don't have good enough multipliers, so she is gonna kill him with her A1. So it's a lot slower, a lot riskier, and what do we want? When the enemy has 2 revivers, then there's very little you can do. If there are 2 revivers and a nuker, then oh my god, you are in trouble. The only champion I would recommend using for not that experienced player are Rotos, because he is a single target nuker, but he has a really special ability. This passive, if the enemy nuker are gonna go right, he would have died, but no, he won't. He will actually only lose 50% of his health and grant an extra turn. And his A1 has chance to grant an extra turn. And he has 2 single target abilities that does insane damage. And yes, he's really meta, even though he's only single target champion. So I think this is gonna be it for this video. If you liked, then please leave a like, and if you really liked it, then please consider subscribing. That will help me a lot. Yeah, and if you want to see similar videos to this, then leave a comment. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Yeah, let me know. And see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.